International Brewers PLC, Brewers of Trophy Lager Beer, has launched an initiative tagged Trophy Stand By Me. And this initiative, according to the organization, is to tackle the challenge of unemployment, particularly among many upcoming creatives in Nigeria. We'll be talking more about this and how the youths can latch on to this. We have joining us virtually International Brewers PLC Marketing Manager Tolulope Adedeji. Also, we have the brand ambassadors, Femi Adebayo and Folari Falana, who is popularly known as Falz. Thank you so much.
Falz, the bad guy.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let me start with the marketing manager. Tell us a bit more about this Trophy Stand By Me.
Hi everybody, good morning Nigeria. I'm Tolu Adedeji, Marketing Director from International Breweries, and here speaking on behalf of Trophy Lager today. So happy to be here. We have this Trophy Stand By Me initiative that we just launched some 2 weeks ago, a follow-up to our Now Who Stand By Me Be My Honorable campaign that has gotten so much recognition and acceptance by our consumers. So we felt it's only the right thing to do to put our words or to put our actions where the words are and really stand by our consumers. Now, this is based on, the premise that we all know how it's been in Nigeria for a couple of, years, especially by the pandemic amplified. We know the unemployment issues, we know the pressures, especially with the creatives in Nigeria. Creatives in this case, I mean photographers, dancers, choreographers, singers, artists, anybody in the creative space would associate with the creative. So this platform is saying, if you have this talent, of any sort at all, give us a representation of what Now Who Stands By Me Be My Honorable means to you. Put that out there on social media, tag the brand Trophy Lager on all the social media platforms or either one of them, and then you may just get selected as part of the 100 creatives that will get a monthly allowance from Trophy Lager for 3 months, 100,000 every month for 3 months. And at the end of the program, we're going to select top 3 that will then get a 1 million naira contract each, to keep furthering their careers and their ambitions. So that's really what it's all about, Trophy Stand By Me. And we really hope that this becomes our own contribution towards moving creative industry forward in Nigeria, and most especially standing by our consumers, like they've stood by us also over the years. We're super grateful for the privilege to be able to contribute, and happy to be here.
So how does a creative be part of this initiative?
Very simple. Express Now Who Stand By Me Be My Honorable in your own way. It could be through a song, a poem, a creative work, a photograph, a skit, a comedy, whatever it is, and put that out there online. Tag Trophy Lager and use the hashtag Trophy Stand By Me so we can find you easily, and then just watch the magic happens.
So that's just it. Take your picture or do a skit or a video and put online.
Yes, and represent Now Who Stand By Me Be My Honorable and feature the brand.
So what would you be looking out for in some of these videos or skit or whatever it is that the creative is submitting? What would you be looking out for so that, they know that this is what can qualify you?
So first and foremost is a representation of the idea, the creativity by which you put this idea forward, and just being authentic. Trophy as a brand is a brand that is very authentic, that is very deep-rooted, in culture, in our society. So be authentic, be creative, express the idea, feature the brand in any way, shape, or form, and that's all. It's not difficult at all. Just be you and express the idea.
Is it particular to a language or any language will do?
Nothing like that. Honorables, all honorables are welcome. Any language, any tribe. So far you're Nigerian, you're living in Nigeria, you're welcome. That's all.
Creative submits an entry in Ijaw, for instance. So it will be your task to get an Ijaw speaking person to interpret it for you, right?
Absolutely, why not? It's one Nigeria, as you say, so yes, why not?
Right on. It's one Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk a bit about the brand itself, Trophy.
Sure. Any specific questions
No, just
about the brand?
how it's been doing in the
How
markets
it's
and
evolved.
Oh, amazing. Thanks for the question. So Trophy Lager is a brand that has grown over the years. It's not a new brand. It's been existing for over 40 years. But in the recent years, especially, it has received massive acceptance. It has evolved from the brand that was originally mainly from the West, consuming the West, to be a national brand. We're very proud of that by the acceptance. It's a brand that is brewed with honor, as we say, for honorable people, and exists purely to accord respect to all consumers. Is a brand that doesn't select or deselect, is one for all trophy, and so far you are honorable, you are welcome to join the trophy family. Yes.
You say this brand has been around for over 40 years?
Absolutely, over 40 years.
Well,
Over
so
40 years.
now what did you do? Because people see a lot more, I mean, you have more visibility now than ever before. So what did
Yes.
you do that engendered that visibility and acceptance?
A couple of things. So first one is what the brand stands for, what the brand represents, and even you will see by the caliber of the brand influencers and representation you're seeing today. People like Fowles, people like Femi, people that work on the brand, people that pride themselves in honor, and everybody can connect to that, no matter where you're from. Everybody, like you say, for honor, right? Everybody has their honor on the line for something, and they really put everything into it. So the brand is a brand that stands for honor. It's brewed with honor, no sugar added, very good quality brand, very good distribution at a very good price. That's very important. We're very considerate to our consumers, and that has made up very loved across board. And of course, kind of initiatives we've been doing over the years. This is just one of many. Last year we had, the trophy, you can, different initiatives, both in below the line, as we say, in marketing, which is grassroots level, above the line when it comes to media. We have platforms like Trophy Tungba that has been running, recently just ended, where we really put touchlight on Tungba music, which is traditional Yoruba music that aired a lot on African Magic, local terrestrial channels. So it's just about being there for the consumers where they really are and doing things that really matter to consumers. Recently, we celebrated being #1, and we've had this big spectacle of trophy bottles across different parts of the country. But it's never about us, it's about our consumers, and consumers made us #1, and therefore we are always focused on giving back to our consumers and making them #1 for us also. So if you were to summarize, it's a brand that stands for honor, a brand that connects with people, very considerate by doing things that care, and show that the consumers are really #1 for us, and just been available and considerable with our pricing with our consumers. So I think those are a couple of things that have made the brand quite successful in recent years, especially.
Okay, let me see if Femi Adebayo is standing by us this morning. Are you there,
We are
Femi?
standing by you, Femi. Are you
Yes,
there?
I'm here. Good morning.
Okay,
I
good
know
to
him.
see you.
Oh,
Good to
that's
see you.
Jelili.
Yes, that's
Thank you very
Jelili.
much.
Hi,
We
Jelili.
don't want him to Jelili us this morning. So let me ask you, Femi, how
I'm
are
sure
you?
you won't want to be generalized this morning.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Genialized.
So please tell us how you're encouraging, upcoming artists or, creative minds to latch onto this Trophy Stand By Me initiative.
Well, first and foremost, we want to use this opportunity once again to say thank you to Trophy Brand because bringing such opportunity to the creative world, as far as I'm concerned, is the best that can happen to the creative minds, especially the young ones. The majority of the young ones in the country presently believe so much in entertainment, but most of them don't have the platform, to showcase what they have. So Trophy Stand By Me is obviously a platform, for the upcoming ones in all aspects of creativity, to showcase what they have. So in that way, I know that they will take advantage of this opportunity to come on board. And, for them, that's the biggest thing that can happen to any upcoming. People giving them opportunity to showcase what they have, give them a platform. And that's what Trophy Stand By Me is all about.
Are you using your social media handles to get them on board, to talk about it?
Say that again?
Are you using
Network
your
is so
social media handles Because I know you
Oh,
have a
yes.
lot of followers.
Yes, I use my social media handle to, keep up the campaign, and to let them know the opportunities awaiting them. And personally, I've been able to chat with very few of them, to let them know how it will work for them.
If you have to give them what I can term expo, what would you tell these creatives to do so that, they can be among those that would be counted?
Okay, yes, what they need to do is to do a video, interpreting now who stand by me be my honorable, and tag, if there is a comedian, you just put hashtag comedy and put hashtag trophy stand by me, then you send it in, then you might be lucky to be among those that will be receiving 100,000 naira monthly, and afterwards, sign a deal of about ₦1 million with Trophy Lager.
Is Fowles with us?
Okay, I think Fowles is still trying to get back. Those enemies would not be
Those enemies
will
are
not be
trying.
successful. He will join us, but
Network has been confirmed.
yes, it has been. But that's technology for you. So let's talk more about we have talked about 100,000 for 3 months, and then subsequently for those that would be shortlisted, getting ₦1 million. What do you think? Which areas would you think this kind of fund should be put into by these creatives?
The areas in which I think they can put it into are those areas that I've mentioned earlier, like if you're a comedian, if you're a skit maker, a musician, those in the photography section, all those areas and the areas in which I think this fund can really go into. And for me, it obviously take care of the much talked about unemployment in Nigeria. So for me, it's a brilliant one.
Okay.
Is there, sorry.
All right, go ahead, please.
Is there any, has the campaign opened already, the initiative, has it opened already, and does it have a closing date?
Yes, the campaign has opened presently, and it's running presently and doing very well. We've been getting feedbacks. Personally, I've been getting on my page, on my social media pages, upcoming artists that have been coming, and it's going to be on for a while, and I think the Trophy Lager has been generous enough to leave it open for now, and will be later we announce a particular date that it will be closed.
Tolulope wants to speak to that a little more.
Yes, I can. Thanks a lot, Femi. Thanks, channels. Like Femi said, it's currently open. We opened up about almost 2 weeks now. Our plan is to close for entries specifically by end of September. But we've been getting requests from many creatives, so give us more time. Creatives cannot be rushed, But for now, our target is to close up entries by end of September. That's the plan. You might get a bit of an extension. Just follow up our social media pages to get the latest, greatest news.
You want to share the social media pages right now?
Trophy Lager and Trophy Lager Nigeria on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. What's the volume of entries that you have currently?
So far, I'll say maybe about hundreds. It's still early stages. We are open for thousands, because we know there's a lot of creativity out there in Nigeria. You can just look at what is going on right now. Some of our industry icons making waves globally. You could just be the next person be selling out O2 Arena in London very soon. So give yourself that opportunity by coming on board.
Okay.
Not to forget the mentorship they are going to get from the likes of Fowles, the likes of Femi, beyond just the money, there's the mentorship, there's that platform, there's the opportunity, there's the brand association. So yes, that's a lot.
Okay. Now, looking broadly at the entries you've received so far, in what area is the concentration? Is it comedy? Is it music? Is it acting?
It's a blend of those three. I think you're just in the spirit. It's a blend of music, acting, comedy. We've seen a lot of that. A bit of photography too, and a bit of graphic artist and representation.
Okay, let me go to your, it will sound as if that's your payoff. Now, who stand by me, be my honorable? What's the, I know it could mean loyalty. What else is behind that saying?
It's something that has just been massive, right? I don't know if you've seen the commercial, but it's gone viral. It's blown our mind because we told a story that is true to everybody. We know Nigeria as a community is very societal, is very communal, and nobody got anywhere by being alone. I didn't get to be the marketing director of international bureaus by being alone. I've had lots of support, people standing by me, people showing up for me right from when I was born till now, and still standing by me, my colleagues, my team members, making all this happen behind the scenes. And same for our consumers, same for you. Every consumer can relate to that insight. If you see the communication we put out there was a story of a young guy looking for a job, went for a job interview. The first time he went there, his shoes were torn. Of course, he was rejected because he wasn't looking kept. The second time he got to a place very late because of Lagos traffic. No, the third time, one challenge or the other. But in the background, there was just a set of friends that kept showing up every day, from the person that brought in the jacket to the person that drove him for the very last interview. And the climax of the storytelling was that he eventually got a job, not just a job, an amazing job. And there was this big, massive celebration scene where he put the spotlight right back on all his friends that stood by him. You should see it. It's on YouTube, it's on our pages, it's on different channels, and it's just been telling the story of everyday consumers, and they can relate to that, right? And we've gone beyond the storytelling now to putting money, behind this campaign, to standing by our consumers, and that's what is really important to us. So that's the story, and that's the insight to this whole campaign.
Earlier, you talked about the things that you would be looking out for. I'm not sure many of our viewers may have picked that at that time. You want to tell us more about those things so that those that are putting in these entries, they have a better chance of being shortlisted?
Sure, I'd love to. I think the first thing for me is to depict the idea. The idea is now, who stand by me, be my honorable. So depict that idea in any way you think fits, because that's the first brief, right? The second will be the creative. Creativity has no boundaries, so feel free to explore your creativity. Don't feel shy. Don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt. Whatever you think is the right interpretation, that's exactly what it is. And the last thing for me will be authentic. Trophy is a brand that is very authentic, very true to itself. Like I always crack the joke, you can't be more Michael Jackson than Michael Jackson. You can't be more Femi Adebayo than Femi Adebayo. You can't be more Fowles than Fowles the bad guy. So just be yourself and do you, and that will just be enough.
Just be yourself, and that creativity and that originality can make you be one of those that will be shortlisted. Femi, let's quickly come back to you. So your journey with this brand.
Trophy.
Tell us about it. I know you mentioned a bit about it earlier, and how you are able to influence others around you in terms of creativity.
Sorry, I didn't hear that question.
So I was saying that you should tell us a bit more about your journey with Trophy as a brand, and how you have been able to influence or stand by others, as an honorable that you are.
Okay, yeah, my journey with Trophy has been for the past 6 years, and with the influence of Trophy as a brand, I have been able to stand by quite a number of upcoming actors, by giving them the opportunity, to come on my projects, and even to sponsor, even to co-sponsor their projects by Trophy Lager, which they've been doing over the years. Like I mentioned the day we actually did our unveiling, I said this is just a formal pronouncement of Trophy standing by people, especially the young ones.
Tolulokpe, quickly, as we wind down on this, what word would you be leaving with our viewers this morning?
Well, we only can say thank you. I'm not standing here on behalf of myself. I was sent by the brand's Trophy. So on behalf of Trophy Lager, your beer, your #1 beer, we'd like to say thank you for being our #1. We appreciate you, and stay honorable.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We've been having a chat with Tolulokwe Adedeji, who is the Marketing Director, International Breweries PLC, and of course Femi Adebayo, a brand ambassador, Trophy Lager. Folani Falado was with us at the start of the show, but technology took him away. We're hoping one of these days is going to join us. Thank you all for being here this morning. And that's the show for today. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. It's since 9 a.m. and we really do appreciate. Do have a lovely day. I am Yomi Otaigbe.
And I'm Alero Edu saying have a wonderful weekend and see you next week with a brand new edition of Sunrise.